channel, right channel, center.
VTuber 一問一答自己紹介
Yeah, and the tape's
それじゃあ
rolling.
行くよせーのお名前は
Katt Phloxworthy.
呼び方は
Just Cat is fine.
あなたは何系 VTuber?
Nerdy cat girl who features spaceflight.
誕生日は
May 4th.
年齢は
Older than Pneumatic.
性別は
Transgender
身
female.
長は
4'11".
出身は
Sacramento County.
チャームポイントは
Dialogue hair clip.
突然ですがモノマネどうぞ
Yeah, what's up, Dad?
活動場所は
Twitch, Twitter, YouTube.
はじめの挨拶
Thank you for joining me.
終わりの挨拶
Bye.
推しマークは
Not at present.
配信タグは
Cat-like feed.
ファンアートは
Cat pics.
ファンネームは
Cat's apprentices.
好きな色は
Iris Indigo.
好きなことは
Vintage computers and
得
video.
意なことは
Technology.
ここで一言愛の告白好
I love you.
きな食べ物は
Ethnic foods.
好きな飲み物は
Craft soda.
好きな漫画は
Pizza 10.
好きなアニメは
Planet.
好きなゲームは
Left 4 Dead 2.
好きな音楽は
Classic rock.
苦手なことは
Human stupidity.
尊敬するのは
Space furry people.
叶えたい夢は
ISS crew
最後にみん
interview.
なに一言どう
Thanks
ぞ
so much for your support and a final status check.
Go Atlas. Go Centaur.
Go Katt Phlox.
You have permission to launch.
3, 2, 1. RD-180 ignition. Booster ignition and liftoff of Atlas V and Centaur. Hello, everybody, and thank you so much for joining me. Hi, everybody. Katt Phloxworthy here. Yeah, it's been an interesting time. Mainly, of course, dealing with, all the crazy stuff that had to do with using that alternate card for the encoder. I wish I knew what the hell was going on. But basically, at this point, I've decided to move the card into my other gaming machine, replacing the RTX 3060 with the RTX 5060, just to see if I could reproduce the problem that I was having in the other computer. But the first thing I decided to do was to actually try doing the one thing it hadn't had a chance to do yet, for which it could have been bought, which was gaming. And I played a little bit of Serious Sam 4, and I was actually playing it at 4K, and was actually handling itself pretty nicely, all things considered. So the only thing I have to do now is actually get my OBS Studio ported, ported into there, and also need to get another Ethernet card on the back of the machine. Because right now, in addition to that card, I also have a dual port Ethernet card, 1 gig Ethernet card, which I usually use one port for audio stuff and the other for video, although I could probably get away with using one for both. And if I wanted to cheat, I just decided to go ahead and, set up tagged VLANs on that port, as well as, of course, matching VLAN tags on the switch, but I'm kind of lazy. But anyway, that is something I'm going to have to try at some point, but if for no other reason, just to make sure that the card actually will encode properly. But yeah, basically, I'm just glad that this it's actually seemed to be working the other night when I decided to go ahead and light the stream up and play a little bit of Serious Sam 3 BFE. A lot of nice people came in. I really appreciate you guys coming by. I really, really appreciate that. And I hope you enjoyed the show. Also, I was just talking with another VTuber on Twitter, and she was saying that she was having some problems, and I decided to maybe help out a bit. And apparently, I was the only one to actually step up. And we're going to be talking. We're going to be working. I'm going to team up with her to see if we can see what's going on with her setup. More information as that becomes available. And but yeah, that's what I've been dealing with the last few days, and that's why I haven't streamed a lot. A lot of it was basically me doing engineering testing to see what the hell was going on with all that. I'm like, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. It should work. It should work. But let's just say things had other plans in mind. But anyway, I decided to go ahead and plop it in. The machine I've got in behind me, it's a B550 motherboard, micro ATX motherboard with 128 gigs of RAM, and I moved my 128 gigs of RAM and a Ryzen Ryzen 7 5800 X3D, which was my old setup before I moved into the Ryzen 9 7950 X3D with 192 gigs of DDR5. I decided to move that over here, and then along with the RTX 3060 from the other machine, and that's what's in there, I decided to go ahead and just, you know what, let's actually make sure, let's give this card a bit of a rundown, a bit of the once over by excuse me, running playing some games on that using the 5060 instead. And the funny part, of course, is that this motherboard uses PCI Express Gen 4 16-lane slot for the video card. The card itself only uses 8 of those lanes and is Gen 5. And that machine seemed to handle it pretty nicely. The only thing I haven't done yet, of course, is actually try doing streaming-related stuff with it. And, of course, ultimately streaming itself. And, of course, that's why I have my secondary channel, Phloxworthy Labs, for. If you want to check out that, go ahead and check that channel out. I need to make some adjustments of it. Owing to the fact, of course, I'm using a newer model, I have to change the PFP on there such that it, gets up with the times, if you get my point. Anyway, point being is that I need to do some more engineering testing and possibly do another bit of connecting up with BitFocus Companion, so then I can run that in lieu of the Hewlett-Packard behind me that I normally do all my other streaming through, along with the other two just like it, which include one that does the VTuber and the other that does putting the stream together. And but of course I don't have any. The only issue with the that new motherboard, though, that other motherboard, is unfortunately I don't have a slot for the 10 gig card in it, which on Gen 3 wants 4 lanes, and apparently those 4 lanes will apparently be enough to do 2 10 gig Ethernet slots, and I actually have 2 cards in my possession that I can do that with. But one of the things I'm planning on doing with the computer at my feet, I'm going to be pulling out the old Sound Blaster Z card that I've been using for quite a few years, going strictly USB, the one I have in there now that I have my that I can use for my what am I trying to say? I know I'm using a different one for the for my sound bar. I'm using actual analog this time as opposed to the Toslink digital cable. But that's all right. We'll deal. Then I've got something else for the. I think I've got that plugged into the motherboard device, and then I have another. And I have a little Sound Blaster Play 2, which is what I can also plug a headphone into it, which is what I've designated it for. I'd have to go do a little bit of checking in my setup to see what it is nowadays. I don't actively use the other one. Most of the time, whenever I hook my headphones up, I hook them up to my my Scarlett Solo, and that's what I usually use my headphones in. And they do a pretty decent job. I like it. And not to say that the Sound Blaster isn't bad. It's pretty darn good. But unfortunately, it seems to bypass all the audio processing circuitry when I use that along with the voice meter. Not that it matters. I prefer to do things a little bit differently anyway. But in any event, that's how things are going on that side. And now, as for tonight's game, a few things I wanted to talk about. First of all is, of course, Mouse PI for Hire is going to be in black and white because, well, it's of course there is a film genre film called film noir, or sometimes I decided to call last time when things were going holy shit grade sideways. I was calling it noir et blanc, which of course is French for black and white, for, well, obvious reasons. There's another thing I was also mentioning in my titles, and that is the Bray-Hurd patents. Those were named after John. Oh shucks, I can't remember his middle name off the top of my head. But anyway, let me do this real quick here. Okay, let's see. John Randolph Bray, rather, and the other one being, of course, Earl Hurd. What they did is they invented one thing that absolutely every animator worth his salt since 1934 use as part of their craft. Howdy, Starbaker over on YouTube. How you doing? But anyway, they invented the whole concept of using animated cells for this for the moving portion of it, with a static background on the back. Finally got the damn thing working, eh? About time. Yeah, but not the way I wanted it to work. But at least it's working, and we can actually play the game for a change. But anyway, like I was saying about the Bray-Hurd people, if you've ever looked at some of the some old cartoons shorts, like for example, Bosco and Honey from Warner Brothers, between the years of 1930 and 1934, which is when they switched over to Buddy and Cookie, those you would actually see saying that these were licensed from the Bray-Hurd patent portfolio. They created the whole concept of using what we call, of course, there was a little thing in Who Framed Roger Rabbit where a lot of toons would go out and hang out and have a drink, as well as their real world buddies. A place called the Ink and Paint Club, which is what they used in order to put stuff onto the cells. And those individual cells, the whole idea of having a static background along with replaceable cells, that was actually patented from the years 1914 to 1934 by, like I said, John Randolph Bray and Earl Hurd. Those two would ultimately become animators in their own rights afterward. And with her, I didn't do a lot of research on Bray, but Earl Hurd worked with various other studios, including iWorks, both independent, both along with colleague Walter Elias Disney, who of course you know as Walt Disney, and of course, iWorks would ultimately work independently as well. So you might, every now and again, you might hear me talk about those two. That is what it is in reference to, and that is the whole concept of cell animation, using basically this using cells for all the moving portion of animation over a static background. That was actually created by those two men, John Randolph Bray and of course Earl Hurd. So anyway, on that note. There's another thing I'm going to go ahead and mention ahead of time. I've watched other people stream the game. My whole thing is, I mean, while a lot of gamers will prefer that they play the game with as smooth and buttery motion as they possibly can, which I completely understand, I prefer to get it as close to cinematic experience as I possibly can. Which basically we're going up from the 160 that my monitor can handle down to 59.94 frames per second, which is the way my stream is currently working. And in case you're wondering what the 59.94 instead of a full 60 frames, that's NTSC, that additional 0.06 of a frame per second. That's the space that is occupied by where the color is. Because originally NTSC was a black and white medium. Its successors PAL and CCAM, which were both made in Europe, were designed with color designed at the very get-go, baked in. So there's no fractional frame rates. So, And CCAM, of course, with the French liking to be totally independent and on top of that a bit of a superiority complex. That was made by the French, and unfortunately, I don't know their names off. I don't know the exact name off the top of off my head. And another fun fact: when the Soviet Union was still around, for that exact reason, Soviet television was all in CCAM for that exact reason, to keep us out. The only people who could probably watch would be the French. Mais oui, monsieur. But another fun fact about television: if you took a video cassette from Brazil and tried to play it on a United States VCR, it would play, and it would actually play reasonably well, but it would only play in black and white. And the reason why is simple. They changed out the NTSC color, which stands for National Television Standards Committee, which also has the unfortunate backronym of never twice the same color. They changed that out to PAL encoding. So that's called PAL-M. Basically, it uses 525 lines per frame, 2 interlead frames at a rate of 30 frames per second, but instead of the usual NTSC coloring, it uses PAL instead, which is, I imagine, one of the weirdest things to see. Basically, it's like, sacre bleu, what is this? Television in Brazil like this? I have no idea. Oh my gosh. Anyway, enough of the media geeking around. So let's go ahead and head on over to the game, shall we? So basically, like I said, I decided to slow things down on the game as much as I could. And I hope it's not too loud. I was blasting my ears just now, but I think I have everything pretty much dialed in the way I'd like it to. So please let me know if it's too loud, and then I can make or too soft. I can make adjustments as needed. But anyway, I wanted to get as close to the original 24 frames per second as I could for the video, but I can only go as far. I can only dial it as far down as 40 frames a second, at least on this monitor. If I ever decided to try, I might even try playing on a different monitor, like say my TV behind me. I might be able to get it down to 24 frames a second, but I don't think I'm going to go that far. But if I do that, I'd probably do that within the encoder by bringing it down to the usual 23.976 frames per second, which is NTSC film framing. That's going to be a job for the alternate stream, which is, of course, again, like I said, Phloxworthy Labs. Just like my name, Phloxworthy, along with the word labs, no hyphenation or any other punctuation in there. Doesn't care what the punctuation, doesn't matter what the, capitalization, my bad. Doesn't matter what that is, as long as it's uses the correct, as long as it uses the correct lettering. Phloxworthy Labs, and that's going to be very, very, very guerrilla when and that's basically whenever I want and whenever I feel like I want to mess around with stuff. So if you want to check it out, go ahead and check that out. Again, a vast majority of my actual normal programming will be here, and the other channel will be developed. And for that one, be aware this is going to be nothing but scuff. And scuff is the order of the day on that particular channel. If things go bad, well, what can I say? Anyway, enough of that. And, well, basically, what happened on my abortive attempts to do mouse PI for hire over the last week or two, those should have happened over there when I was messing around with the other card. But anyway, this time, we're going to actually play it for real. So let's dig into it. Let's press the any key. So, like I said, this is not going to be the full frame rate capable of my card. I dialed it down on purpose. I want it that way. So anyway, let's go and... It might even be a little too low to play. We'll see. Oh wow, difficulty levels. Rookie, Detective, and Super Sleuth. For newcomers and story-focused players, baseline experience for shooter fans, and Super Sleuth. Let's go for the rookie route because I kind of want to get the story too. And of course, we got somebody inking and painting on our right. I might actually call a break before too long, mainly because I realized as the stream was starting, and I mean starting as in pressing the button saying we're going to start, I don't have any water.
And I was starting to get serious deja vu. Now, where did that bastard go?
Oh shucks, hang on a minute. Oh boy, this is slow. It's so slow that it's making it difficult for me to play. I may actually change the frame rate just a little bit, but I do like the framing rate the way it looks to me. I need to go back to the main options. That's what we wanted. Controls. Invert mouse. The first one I should have looked for this at the very beginning, because I do not like default mouse where pushing forward is up and pulling back is down. I like to go with aircraft controls. So if I were actually at a yoke, or if I were at a Boeing yoke or an Airbus side stick, basically the elevator controls are pull toward you, basically makes you look up, push down, push forward, you go down. So let's go ahead and go. That's more like it. Yeah, I might actually have to bump up the frame rate a little bit because it's getting very difficult to play. Frame rate limit 15. That's way too slow. Yeah, that's more like it. Oop, that's not what I meant to do. And all of a sudden, it is small. Hell. I should have done this before we even started streaming. Actually, you know what? I'm going to pull back up here real quick here. I have no idea why it's doing this to me. I'm actually going to have to go over to the OBS studio that's used to capture it. Let's see what we got here. That's a little easier to deal with. Hang on a minute. But it's not where I want it yet. Sorry about this, guys. Although, I like the fact that I was seeing it in 1024 by 768, which is 4:3, which is the aspect ratio that normal movies were back in the day. The widescreen stuff didn't come until the 1940s or 1950s. I don't know why I ended up going all the way down that low. Yeah, it's still giving me only the aspect ratio that I don't want, which is let's see, what is it doing this? Windowed mode, yes, we want that. 105-degree view. Keep these changes, yes. That's more like it. Okay, let's go ahead and head back to the game. Okay. That's more like it.
Nah, locked. Figures. Better look around.
You look on the be on the lookout for anything interesting, of course. Although, from what I understand, a lot of the film noir stuff was done in the 1940s. And, of course, was done in black and white anyway. Use the brush. Use M to use the brush.
Yeah, opening the door ain't rocket science.
Chase after your target. Sorry, M is the brush. I wonder if that's putting down like stuff that you would normally use to. Oh yeah, where your footy prints are. Oh, okay.
Jumping with style. My joints ain't what they used to be.
Yeah, and they're even less so now. Ooh, got a gun. I wonder if this is going to be anything like Redneck Rampage, where when you drink enough of it, it gives you a debuff, like direction keys are like that. Pick the right tool for the right job. Pick the right tool for the job. Hit tab to browse your arsenal.
So now there's just one of you, huh? Wasting my time.
Gurgle, gurgle. Don't mind if I do. Ooh, yeah. Oh, that's giving you stuff to...
Come on.
Oh, chill out, buddy.
Finally.
Oh, save smashing keeps you rushing. Use typewriters often. Okay. Yeah, it's already saved it. Okay, let's go. Okay, now I have no idea what I'm doing. Tail pick, huh? Oh. Break, enter, rescue. Let's see. Well, that's easy. I just don't know what I'm supposed to do on that. Oh, I like this. It's kind of like Super Meat Boy or similar when it comes to the way of gameplay. Interesting. There we go. That part of the tumbler is open. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. Let's try again. We're in. We're in the money. We're in the money.
Uh-oh, we got company.
Yep, I see him. I wonder if I can actually reload manually. Oh.
Out of every virtue in the book, he settles on closing doors behind him.
Yeah. Long, white, and leading doors to switches. Okay. Wire D. Long, white, and leading to switches. Following them to open connected doors. Okay. Wire D long. Money. Meister as opposed to a Mauser. Although, to be honest, I don't know if this is actually supposed to be set in the 1930s or the 1940s, because black and white cartoons have been around for a very long time. And of course, my favorite one, it's basically Castle Wolfenstein all over again. Money, money, money. Always need more of it. Okay, now the fun part. The lockpicking. Okay, the tumbler has now been set, and we're in. Long white, yep. Oh, speaking of wire Ds. Wire D wire.
It's over. You got nowhere left to run.
I run toward the dream. A bright future ruled by big mice.
Oh, you absolute... Hey! Hell.
Oh, God, I got stuff coming the opposite direction. Oh, God! Ooh, my poor self. I was making a comment to another person. This is essentially like I don't know if they do the same kind of hand animation like they do with for example, with what am I trying to say? Cuphead. And that is definitely Technicolor style. Although I imagine they could even do it like Cinecolor style if they decided to, de-emphasize the reds, I think it was. I forget the exact color that they had to reduce because Cinecolor uses 2 color as opposed to 3. That the most modern version of Technicolor uses. The older versions did in fact use 2 color. It was a 2 color process. We're going to find out. Whoa.
Guy's got stamina, I'll give him that.
So I'm curious. Nope, I can't pick that up. Okay, that's interesting. Is it my imagination or did I just blow his head off? Not that it matters. Oh, this is going to be fun. Nope, ain't gonna happen. But I want to know what happens when you do that. No big deal. It was kind of sort of a test to see what would happen. I didn't quite do things the way, like I should. Yep, this one's not gonna work either. So basically, I have to go this way. Ah, darn it. I did not mean to do that. I knew I needed to go one over, but I went the wrong way anyway. That's what we wanted right there. Bingo is his name-o. Let's see, where were we? Did we come here? I guess it seems like the amount of alcohol he ingests, assuming that is in fact alcohol, doesn't seem to affect his ability to walk. Because, like I said, Redneck Rampage, it really nerfs your ability to go straight, or depending on what you eat, what you drink, you You either start getting very heavy, you fart, and you get gut, your gut gets really big and all that cool jazz. No entry, but it says press E to enter anyway. Okay. How nice of them. Anyway, I'm going to go back the way I came in. Oh, apparently you have a limited amount of stamina. Oh, I did not see that.
And another. What is it with this guy in elevators?
Secret found. I'm definitely gonna have to go check out 8-Bit Music Theory's videos website again to see if they see if he's covered any of mouse PI for hire. He's dead. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Let's see what we got. This is very reminiscent of the tumblers that are in. Oh God, no! You're kidding me. Nope. Jammed? That means I'm screwed, huh? Well, fuck me. There we go.
Make it to the end, huh?
Uh-oh. That would be why. And I'm in. Yay. Let's go ahead and Hartzerberg, whatever that is. I don't know. Nah, we're not doing anything with that just yet. We're okay.
Stop right there.
Hell,
He's way too far. I can hear you just fine, you meddling mouse.
really? With the engines and the wind?
Don't care.
Fair enough. I'll be there in a blink, all right?
Not a chance. This is the end of the line for you.
We'll see about that.
Oh, yeah, definitely blew his head off. All right. No entry yet. I love that. Actually, hold that thought. We're gonna go. Find something to heal myself real quick. Ooh, that looks kind of. Oh, I did not notice I had money waiting for me there, so I will take it. Oh my God. Uh-oh. Yumi Games and Playside present. Troy Baker is Jack Pepper in Mouse PI for Hire. With Florian Claire and the cast of characters. Oh, I love it. There's even film scratches. I love it. Willie. Oh dear. Oops. At least I think that might be a guy doing animation work. Actually, I'm going to pause the game real quick, and I'm going to go fill up my my water bottle. It'll be just a sec here. I'll be right back, and just give me about, I don't know, about 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Hey there. Okay, I am back. Sorry about that. I just wanted to make sure I had, you know, hydration supplies and such. All right. I'm not even going to worry about trying that other one, but at least now we know we need to be careful when we do that. Resume. Ooh, that's kind of interesting way of saying that they're not exactly all that bright. No entry, exit only. Gotcha. I like it. Oh my. A key. I wonder what happens when we go up this. Okay, I think I have to use E to get that thing. Okay. Yeah, those are weights, and those switches are probably, like, for example, a lot of times in stage they'll use like cycloramas, sometimes called psychs, as well as or scrims, which are basically a sort of a cheesecloth type thing with a very particular thing. The way you light it, if you light it primarily on the front, it will basically be opaque. Light the back, do it primarily from the back, and you'll see what's behind it. So it's sort of semi-transparent, kind of like a cheesecloth, for lack of a way of putting it. Actually, I'm not quite done yet. And of course, there's their there's the stage, and of course everything is quite thoroughly taped. No big surprise there. I don't think there's anything else I can see here, so we're gonna go and possibly Please sneak our ways out. Old pages are stained with cheese to an unsettling degree. Most of it's Mouseburg General Upper Crust. But one name stands out. Betty Doolittle, stand-in assistant. Complete with her home address. Could be worth a visit. Bandel, the great magus. His terrifying spectacle. A slick poster proudly displays the Grand Magus waving a stick, presumably in front of a cheering crowd. The name Bandel is highlighted. A clear sign of modesty. Yeah, indeed. Oh, I wonder if that's none other than a stand-in for Michigan J. Frog. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. Yeah, we were here. Oh, that's interesting. Looks a little too modern for me, but whatever. Then again, there is the old case, the old thing of suspension of disbelief. But yeah, I gotta say, changing the frame rate to something lower actually makes it look so much nicer. At least to me it does anyway. It looks like an actual old-timey cartoon, which is what I wanted. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, right. Nope, we're fully up on health. Going up. I have the feeling we're going to be going secret found. Baseball, let's collect the card. Oh, we're in the balcony seats here. And now we're going to stage left. Vaudeville. Yep, that's oddly appropriate. We're not going out just yet. Although, at this rate, I'm probably going to stick around here. I'm going to stick out and go ahead and head on out. Reach the assistance department. Oh shit, where is he? Oh, there he is. I'll take those. Thank you very much. What the hell? Oh. Nope, we're going out this way. Mouseburg stinks. Whatever. Reach the assistance department. No, not there. Certainly not there. That's where I came out. Okay, here we go. We're in. Money. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Dying fly insect spray. Spike D or whatever that means. Oh, I must have picked up some more money. The hell? And the thing I was thinking about when it came to Cuphead is I think it's all 2D, whereas this one is very Wolfenstein-y in its appearance, which is okay. Exit from opens from the other side. Okay. Oh, I see. That's right. Like I said, it's Wolfenstein all over again. I thought I was walking on over it, but no, it has to do with the fact that this is very much a 2D sprites on a 3D type setup. You get the movements in all the various directions, but you don't get the kind of stuff that you'd see in, say, Quake. Wolf 3D and Doom all had the same issue where everything is pretty much a sprite as opposed to a model, which was what you have in Quake, or what passed for one in any event. Totally normal wall, huh? Okay. I'm wondering if that thing is actually putting out a lot of audio. I'm going to mute my game for a second. I'm going to listen to the audio on the stream. Yep, something's not right. Stand by. Okay, looks like it is actually capturing. It just didn't seem that way. Anyway, I'm going to go switch back to. I'm going to do a real quick changeover here. I'm going to do another test real quick here. Yeah, we're good. It just didn't seem right for whatever reason. I don't know why, but anyway, I was worrying about nothing. Still trying to figure out how to get to that damned apartment. Can't go through there. Can't go in there. Oh, shit. There we go. Requires left key.
Damn shinglers and their explosive barrels.
Barrels, how do they work? Explosives hit on the let's see now. Explosives on the move. Hit E to pick up, and F to kick it flying. Gotcha. Try that again. What's on the moon? E to pick it up or F to kick it flying. Oh, one of those guys. Will this work? Why, yes it will. Rather messily, but it'll work. Pop them and drop them. Fight these enemy smashers. Pop them and drop them. Yep, there's the classic anvil. Oh shit, I did not see him coming. Oh, so he has a shield. Interesting. I'll have to figure that out later so I can at least know one is coming and I can use it. Not worried about that. Let's see. Get boot D. Use F to use the boot D. Stun enemies, kick down doors, and send barrels flying. Oh yeah, because the F key is what's used to, you know. Oh, boom. I'm a wise guy, huh? Yeah. Eat this lead, buddy. Oh, except I'm out of ammo. Oh, darn. Whatever shall I do? I will beat you in the face.
Going down. No other way around.
Hold on. I'm still just doing a little bit of looking around real quick. Especially for that. Ooh, I must have picked up a shield thing or armor type thing. Secret found. I don't usually stick my nose in these things, but John kept pushing. Said it was no accident and sure as hell not a suicide. Turns out he knew the guy from back in the old days. Killed himself? Bah! I knew his family since the Shrew Thicket days. Don't ask, bad memories. Okay, I won't ask. I think that's ammo for another gun that I don't have yet. Oh, I forgot that. I guess I could use my foot as a weapon if I needed to, aka the mighty foot engaged. Except we're in the 1930s. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean you were not the bad guy. Sorry, buddy. Aw, you tough guy, huh? Oh my goodness, old time subway. Whatever you gotta say, Toots. Oh, hang on. Oh, what did I find? Other than that stuff I just picked up. Go through the subway. I like that. Lots of explosives here, kiddos. What are we going to do with them, I wonder? All right, let's see what we got here. All right, let's get this damn hoods away from us. Mighty Foot engaged, buddy. Okay, let's go in. No entry yet. There's still this one we haven't picked up yet. Nope. It was worth a try. We're in. Yay. Boom. Oof. Oh, those just open up. Yeah, don't want to break too many of those for obvious reasons. Inkblot in the opera. Okay. Actually, that seems kind of a little bit anachronistic because Andrew Lloyd Webber wouldn't do Phantom in the Opera until like the 1980s, I think. I'd have to look that up. Nope, I did it the wrong way. Oh, nasty. Now that's where I came in. Oh, this is interesting. Uh-oh. I've got someone, it sounds like somebody wants to get the drop on me. And not exactly making a big secret of it. You squeak, you sleep. Got that guy. Ooh. Got some shielding. I'll be always okay to get that. Got some, oh yeah. Only his eyes are left over. Flatfoot, take a hike. I have no idea, dear Gumshoe. Nope. Maybe this might be. Ooh. No entry yet. Yeah, it looks like something's in there temporarily. Talk to Biddy Do Fiddle. Oh my God. I wonder what I'm listening to there. Oh, that's because I turned off all the licensed stuff. Maybe I am having a problem with this. Okay, let's see what we got here. Yeah. Uh-oh, there is a problem. I'm not getting any audio from the game. It is being captured. That I'm not sure if it's actually making it into the stream. But we're gonna go check again. don't think it's working. Actually, you know what? We're going to go ahead and call this because there's another problem that I don't know. Hang on just a sec here. All right. Okay. We're going to... a sec. There we go. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and call it call it for the night because I still have another technical difficulty I got to deal with. Hang on a sec here. Back here. That's what I wanted. Yeah, something's not right. I need to figure out what's happening there. So, more on that soon. I'm not going to bother rating anyone. So, and I don't think I'm going to use the usual end of stream. I think I'm going to actually do just a full stop. So anyway, bye.